Good morning and greetings, everyone. This is Charles Mundy with the Exodus Logistics dispatching, training, and consulting platform. The whole idea of this website is for carriers who are looking to have a independent dispatching service help them find loads. That will be under the dispatching page. Carriers, when they come to the website at Exodus Dispatching and Training.com, they can click the dispatching page and then they'll be presented with three documents. The first document is the welcome packet, which they can read more about the purpose of an independent dispatching finding loads for them. Then the other two documents are the dispatcher's agreement, which outlines the percentages and the cost of the service, and the load search profile. The load search profile is where you, as the carrier who's interested in an independent dispatching, helping you find loads, you tell us how you want to run. In other words, you only want to go so far. You don't want to go to the mountains or in certain regions that'll provide wear and tear on your truck. You don't want to go to New York because of the toll costs. So the profile basically details the specifics of the type of loads that you want. So when you are contacted by Exodus Logistics Independent Dispatching Service, we will have loads for you based off of the requirements that you listed for us in your profile. And in the dispatch agreement, you sign that. Once you decide whether you want to go with our service or not, you return that along with the load search profile. In addition to that, eventually we will need a copy of your MC authority, your W-9, and certificate of insurance, because these are also three basic common forms that are asked by brokers and shippers prior to booking loads. And then also on top of that, if you have a factory or if you use a factoring company, then you can also provide a what's called an NOA form, a notice of assignment, so we can keep that on our files too. So when we send all that stuff in, the NOA form, of course, is your factoring company's way of running the credit on a broker or a shipper, so they can make sure that they'll pay on time. So as carriers on the website at www.exodusdispatchingandtraining.com, you, as the carrier who's interested in finding a dispatcher, you click on the dispatching page and you'll see the three documents. The welcome packet you can read, it's a PDF, and then of course and it's downloadable. They all are, as well as the dispatcher agreement and the load search profile. Next, for individuals who are interested in wanting to learn how to be independent dispatchers, there is the training page, the consulting page, and the ebook page on the website along the top there. Under the training section, there are subsections. The first one being forms and documents. The forms and documents section will have like forms and documents such as sample dispatch agreements, sample load search profile. Maybe it may have included in there as well, what does carrier packets look like, a sample carrier packet, a sample rate confirmation, sample NOA form. So as you're learning this side of the business as an independent dispatcher, you'll be able to see and know what these forms look like. The next subsection of the training page talks about the workflow of dispatching, the point of getting a carrier to sign on with you, from that point all the way down to finally booking the load and getting paid. What all happens in between that process? What is that workflow consists of? Next is one of my ebooks, the Dispatcher 101, where I take the actual previous subsection of the training page, which is the workflow of dispatching, and I go into a little bit more detail in Dispatching 101, talking about everything that was in the workflow of dispatching and going in a little bit more detail. The next subsection is carrier searches. It delves into a little bit more meat of how to find the carriers, different ways of searching for them, whether it's through a Google search of carriers, or whether it's using one of the load board search features, whether it's ComFreight load board for the truck search feature, or whether it's Truckloads or Truckers Path, the truck search feature of that, going over that process. Next, the final subsection of the training page talks about load boards themselves, the different types of load boards, how they're used, the different features, what are some of the benefits of one as opposed to the other. The type of load board logins that we'll be using as dispatchers will be, of course, the carrier logins, or and broker. You have different types. You have a carrier login, and then you have a broker login, and each login type provides different features. Of course, a broker login has more features on the load board than, of course, a carrier login. The carrier login, you're able to search loads, and you're able to post your particular truck as being available or empty. Broker login, they can post loads, they can search trucks, and do other types of features, more so than a carrier login. So that is all that's under the training page for those individuals who are interested in becoming independent dispatchers. That is the training page. The consulting page entails two types of consulting: a 30-minute consulting and an hour-long consulting. This consulting page is in addition to or on top of the training page. Say, for example, you've been trained as an independent dispatcher on the Exodus Logistics dispatching, training, and consulting platform, and you've moved on, but you have some additional questions or concerns. You could sign up for the consulting packets, the 30-minute or the 60-minute. The 30-minute one is pretty much a like a one-on-one phone conversation, answering specific questions that you may have at that point in time. And then the 60-minute consulting package is the one where it includes the 30-minute phone call, but in addition to that, I may also remotely log into your system and actually show you specifically certain things that you're having questions and concerns about, where we can actually look at it together and go over it together visually. The next section of the website is the ebook page. I have 3 ebooks that I offer. How Much Money Do You Need to Move Your Truck ebook was the first installment of the 3 ebook series. And then the next one was called Level 2. Level 2 deals mainly specifically with carrier packets, what all is involved in that, and rate cons, the ins and outs of that. And then the final, the third installment is Dispatcher 101, where I go specifically in more detail, even more so than how much money do you need to move your truck, from finding carriers to finding loads, booking loads, invoicing, things like that. So it goes from booking a load from beginning or inception to completion. And then, of course, the contact us link at the top, first and last name, email address, phone number, perhaps. Hit submit, and then you'll get contacted to answer your questions in that regard too. I'm also including a blog later on. It's up though on the website, but have a blog, some kind of networking where we can have networking chat and discuss topics that are related to dispatching, to the trucking industry, keep us up to date on the latest things that are going on in our industry, so that we'll be in the know. Like, for example, there is this tariff thing going on with the Trump administration that's kind of affecting the price points of loads that are being offered out there by shippers and brokers. The rates that were formerly good rates are a little bit, I would say 5 to 7% less than what they would have been at this time last year. And that's due, or it could be due to the tariff situation, where things are coming in or going out that's affecting the transportation industry. So everything that's in your household has been shipped or moved at some point or another through the transportation industry. So these are some of the things that we need to know and talk about, and we can create some kind of a blog community to stay on top and in the know to make us better dispatchers so we can provide a better service to our carriers. So again, welcome, greetings. This is Charles Mundy with Exodus Logistics LLC, dispatching, training, and consulting platform. It provides a dispatching service for interested carriers who want to have loads found and booked for them and handled for them while they focus on driving. This platform also provides a training element and consulting element for those individuals who are interested in learning how to book freight, actually work from home. This is a be your own boss kind of thing. The independence, the freedom that's involved in that. And I also provide an ebook series where there's continued and ongoing learning. So I look forward to those who are interested in having a dispatching service, as well as those who are interested in learning and how to be independent dispatchers. Good day.